All right, guys, this is my 2012 Corvette Grand Sport that I got from Copart at auction, and we're gonna rebuild this thing and eventually turn it into a drift car. I'm gonna take you guys along the way with me and do the whole process of everything. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But first, we're gonna cut back, go a little back in time to before I got the car. I'm gonna walk through the entire process of bidding on it, getting it, receiving it, and getting it to where we are now. So, here we go.
All right, a little bit of a time warp for you guys. So back to the start of me first looking at this car, which is now, and if everything went to plan, then hopefully that first clip you guys just saw was me with the car secured and back at my shop. So this is it, 2012 Grand Sport. It is extremely nice. It's supersonic blue. It's only got 30,000 miles on it. It is a pure sale car with a salvage title, which I could care less about the title, not gonna lie. It is a 6-speed manual. I know it says, where is it? I know it says automatic right here, but it is in fact a 6-speed. So here it is. It's got passenger front damage up here, which isn't too bad, and then it's got rear quarter, which is the bad area, which realistically isn't that bad, but we'll figure out how bad it is whenever I go to see the car in person. So we're just gonna go around the images here and check out the damage it has before I actually go see the car in person. I have to wait for it to have a sale date before I can actually go do that, which is kind of frustrating because I've been itching to go see this car like crazy, considering I've been watching it on Copart since the end of January, and it is now, what is it, April? Yeah, it's April. So I've been watching this one for a while. Okay, so rear end damage, it needs a quarter panel, a bumper, taillights, which I'd replace anyways, and then some suspension damage, because you can see this wheel is in fact pushed up a little bit. See it pretty decently here. So I'm hoping just a couple control arms, because that makes my life easy. Fingers crossed it didn't damage subframe, but if it did, that is removable and replaceable. This side of the car is pretty cherry, thankfully, and then here we get to the front end damage here. So it's going to need a front fender. I'll probably just replace these with aftermarket ZR1 fenders anyways, because they look better. And no, don't worry, I won't put ZR1 badges on it. I know it's a Grand Sport, not a ZR1. They just look better. So the front end damage isn't really that bad. The front bumper might even be salvageable. I'll have to determine that in person. You can see here, I don't know how these cracks are through the fiberglass. We'll see. Probably be able to fix it. Would be nice and save some money. The headlight, I am really crossing my fingers that it is not cracked, because if it just broke off tabs, I will JB weld those suckers back on, because these stock headlights are not that cheap. Here's the back end. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. We'll see the car in person, go on to the interior. One thing that's really nice about this car is it is a LT2 package car, so it's got a lot of the good amenities in it. It is a 6-speed manual. It's got nice leather seats, which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like leather seats, so I don't know why I said nice in the first place, because those are probably gonna end up going at some point. But anyways, 6-speed manual, you can see it here. Also, one thing I'm really curious on this car to see when we see it in person, I'm gonna dive in on this first, is I think this is a PA system. It's either a PA system, a controller for an aftermarket speaker system, so like subwoofers and such, or it is a advanced radar detector laser jammer. I am leaning towards PA system because this does not look like a phone mount to me. That looks like a radio mount holder. I'm really curious, and if this car's a PA system, that's going to be amazing for what I have planned way down the road with this car. And that's the biggest hint in the world. Me saying that, you're going to know what I'm going to do, hopefully. Anyways, see, it's got the nice Bose speakers in it, which is rad. Finally gonna have a car with good speakers. 30,000 miles on the clock. It has a roll bar in it, which is super sweet of a bonus. And then here's our stock LS3, which I believe it's stock. I'm not a big LS guy, but looking at this, that looks pretty freaking stock to me. And then the last ones are VIN, so we don't need to get into that because it just blurred anyways. But yeah, there's the car. Here's a picture of it running. Oil pressure is good. We have good coolant temps here. Battery charging is good. That sucker's going to be dead because this car's been on here since the end of January. So getting into this car is going to be hilariously fun when we're actually there. I'm probably going to just hot wire it from the taillight. And then fuel gauge, no one really cares about that. But that's it. And I guess the next clip is either going to be me at Copart in front of the car, or we'll cut to a little airplane edit of flying over there. We'll see. But yeah, I'm super excited for this thing. and I cannot wait to have a horsepower and actually be able to drift and show you guys. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. So this car, the plans for it, just real quick, is to actually have a competition drift car, so I can actually go out and compete and do events. Because currently I've just been doing a lot of grassroots stuff with the S13, and it's not capable enough to do those big boy events because that car makes probably like 100 horsepower on a good day, and this will make, I think they're like 400 wheel stock. I don't know. I'm eventually going to modify it and try and make like 480. But yeah, that's that, and I will see you guys in California, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update because this thing just went live about 20 minutes ago, and as you can see, the time left is a day and 16 hours, which, unless I left tomorrow morning to go see the car, leaves me no time to go actually physically view it and make sure that it's something I want to get. I'm pretty sure it's something I want to get. But yeah, so it leaves uncertainty, and I've dealt with buying cars without seeing them before. Didn't work out well, but I'm just gonna send it with this one, honestly. I have yet to determine if I'll be flying out. If I do, it'll be right directly in the morning. So if that happens, we will cut to a clip of me getting on a plane. If not, then I didn't do it, and we're just gonna send it and roll the dice and pray that this thing works out. And it seems fine. I mean, we've gone over the photos in the previous bit, but yeah, I was really hoping it would at least be like 3 days, because 3 days is the shortest I've ever seen previously on Copart for a sale date with an auction in a car. But this one, this is the 4th time I've checked today, and it just popped up with a day, 16 hours, and 30 minutes. So yeah, hopefully all just goes well with it, because I'm just gonna send it. So I guess with all that being said, the next clip, if it's not me getting on a plane, it will be back here again and bidding on the car. So fingers crossed we win it. If we do, I am absolutely stoked, and seeing this thing for the first time is gonna be insane. All right guys, it is time. The car is 10 away on the auction block, and we're about to bid on it, and I am crazy anxious and super excited. So yeah, we'll cut back whenever it starts. All right, 3 vehicles in front of me. Next up, this one's not even getting bid on. Here it is. Yeah, it is. There's another guy in Texas bidding too. Poland, there's so many people on this.
Okay, let's keep going. Pay attention to it. Be fast.
They're so fast, it's like 10-5. Click. Try me, Tennessee. Tennessee, just give up, bro. Washington, get out of here. 13. Piss off. 14. New Jersey, get out of here. Texas is taking it. 15. You're not taking it. 16. $16.4? $16.4? Piss off!
No. Just wait. You have to be ready. No, there it is.
Victory is mine for 16.6.
Okay.
Let's go!
Yay.
While I'm still cracked out of my mind, sorry for the grain, the front camera on the phone is crap. I did it. We won. I'm so excited. And now we just wait until the car's here, which should be like a week or two. It's 3 to 5 days shipping, but over the weekend, I gotta wait till Monday to pay for it, and then it'll be here. I'm freaking stoked. This is gonna be awesome. And I haven't seen the car yet, so this is gonna be... I gotta cross my fingers here because I wasn't able to go see it. Yeah. I guess we'll cut back to whenever the truck is coming around the corner and the car's here. We unload and we check over everything. We do a first start after months of it sitting. I will see you guys then. All right, I haven't heard from the driver yet, but I believe the car is up there. So we're going up there to unload in the rain and get it in the shop and hopefully start it. So I'll see y'all there.
All right, will he be there? Oh, I see a truck. My first time seeing it. Oh, there it is, dude. Oh my gosh. All right. That's the bad side.
Yeah, it looks like the wheel's a little concave.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
Honestly, it doesn't look that bad.
Hyped.
Might be the best time, I don't know.
I think it will be, to be honest. Just there's lightning every now and then, but
Yeah.
we can take a look at the damage. Dude, it didn't even bend the control. It just bent that one arm, no way. I got so lucky, I think. Is it the valve exhaust? There's so many questions. Am I good to hop on here or no? All right. All right, let's take a look. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sway bar, where's that arm? Okay, so it broke the upper control arm. I think that's it. And it just broke the control arm, it didn't break the subframe. Oh, that's such a win. I think it's just upper control arm. That's such a win if it is. And I can't tell if it has the valve exhaust on it because the diffuser's sitting on it in the way. Wait, I think it does. Oh, it does. It's an expensive valve exhaust. That saves me like $2,400 because then I can just run the stock exhaust and modify it, and I'll have valves so I can make it loud or not. Might be repairable on the bumper.
Really?
Yeah, the headlight's what scared me. That's all in there.
Oh, this is a fender.
And the fender's cheap, but like this is what scared me, and this is all destroyed. That's not good. I'm probably gonna have to replace that fender tub, which is hard to do. That sucks. That door might swing open, just a heads up. There you go, it's open.
I'll let you go by.
I can hop in it. Okay, I don't know how much of that I missed and how much time my GoPro's been on recording, but we've been rolling the car off the truck. Interior is cool. I think I showed this. So it's not anything I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a radar.
All right. A little bit. All right, yeah, come on. Slow, 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 slow.
All right.
Woo. That almost got really, really, really tricky. That car would have fell in there. Tow truck only. Back wheel is what we're worried about on the passenger side, not the front. For some reason, it's sliding this way.
Yeah.
So let's just go real slow.
All right. Taillight's not destroyed, which is surprising. Actually, I think the clip is supposed to be there. That's fine. Dude, these seats are not bad. You can kind of tell they're made for like a larger American, but keep rolling.
Yeah, forward. Hold on.
So if I'm rolling that way, whenever I come off, I want to turn the wheel that way and just let off and roll, right?
Exactly. Yeah, right.
Alright, I
now,
got you.
When I move that, you're gonna pretty much jack
I'll
the
just,
wheel this
yep,
way.
and I'll just let it roll to the asphalt.
roll out.
Perfect.
I promise you won't fall off.
All right. My foot is so stern on the brake right now. Bro, you should have seen the white 240 when I got it. We took a chunk out of the road. Safe!
You made it! Dude, how did you get that up there by yourself?
Forklift.
Yeah, they just go and drop it on there.
Drop it right on.
Oh shit, I should have been recording that, but that was just too much.
Yeah, you should have, but that's why I had the GoPro.
Yeah.
I got most of it.
Get a good walk around.
Oh my gosh, dude. We got Corvette, baby. Here it is. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Don't worry about that. So, front end's a little worse than I thought with that tub. I'm probably gonna have to replace it, and those wide body ones aren't cheap, but it's fine. The rear damage seems to only be an upper control arm, which is freaking amazing. So that kind of offsets that. The back's a little bit rough because it did crack into the rear area back here, but that shouldn't be too bad to replace all that and just fiberglass it, because I'm not trying to resell this car. I don't really care. Bonuses, it does have the valved exhaust. It's amazing, I love that. The cage in it is super rad. It goes back to, I think, where the strut towers are. Interior wise, that thing I thought was whatever. I guess I got GoPro footage of this, but the thing I thought was either gonna be a radar detector, subwoofer controller, or a PA system is actually a auto rev matching thing, which I guess the previous guy couldn't rev manual well, or I don't blame him for auto blip, I guess. But yeah, I might wait for this rain to stop, then I'm gonna check fluids, probably try and get the car started and over to my shop. Yeah, dude, this is so sweet. I'm hyped. All right, so I totally forgot to grab my GoPro, but got the golf cart, got a strap. We're gonna pull it backwards and then see if there's a hooking point up front, because I'm truthfully just not sure. And then get it to the shop. So yeah, I'll just cut back in intervals since no head cam for this part. So this is the method. The bumper's destroyed, I don't need it. As long as the rear spoiler doesn't get damaged in this is gonna be the strat, because the replacement bumper doesn't have one of those. And you can't just have a Corvette and not have, looks too good. All right, let's give this a shot.
So we actually ended up not pushing the car, and instead I found a mounting point for a strap on the side, and we pulled it all the way up to the shop. And then to get it actually up the shop little slope and in the bay, I just pushed it in there with the 240 and it worked fine. So we'll resume there.
All right, we got it in the shop. Gonna take a break to go get some food because hungry and worn out, and then we will come back and assess the damage. I looked at it briefly. It's a little worse than I was expecting, but it's fixable. With enough money, anything's fixable though, so it'll be fine. So yeah, we will be back and go over things. This roll bar cage is insanely cool. I love that. All right, see you guys in a bit. Well, 2 seconds. All right, so we got the car on the lift now. I want to go ahead and do an oil change on it before we even try and start it or anything, and then we'll do a damage assessment. So right now, about to drain the oil, put fresh oil in, see if we can get it started, check the engine's health, and then we'll go over the damage on the car. All right, headlight looks better like that. Oil's drained. Plugs are back in, new filters on. Time to add 10 quarts. Then start it, let it run for a little bit, and kill it, then check the oil levels. All right, so we are about to start it. I have to figure out how to cycle the engine a couple times. I believe what someone told me online was you floor it and it just cranks without starting. That heads up is sweet. Kind of scared to try that. Oh, it has Apple CarPlay. Let's go. That's the biggest win of my life right there. Anyways, had to change the camera function. It sounds so good. Oil pressure's good and high. I don't control it. It should be open. Service, that's normal. Oil pressure's good. Let's check for leaks underneath the car. Oh, it sounds healthy. Let's go. Dude, she's purring like a kitten, bro. Let's check for leaks. Seems good, man. Holy W. Oh. Oil pressure's good. There's the temp. I gotta let that get up to 175. Dude. Yeah. W. I got some busted taillights, but it's fine. Bro. I'm so excited right now. Dude. I'm hyped, Chris. Are you hyped?
Yeah, let's go, dude.
We're gonna
be sick.
We're gonna make some stupid content. It's gonna be amazing. Oh my gosh! V8 noises! The valves are open, by the way. You little shit. Oh, this is so motivating. I can't freaking wait. All right, now I sit in here and I watch. I'll check for leaks again. No leaks. I'm gonna let it warm up and then we'll check the oil and then we'll get a sound clip. All right, so oil is good. Gonna start it now, probably let it warm up just a little bit more so that the oil's warmed up and happy. And then we'll give it a rev and y'all can hear how it sounds. I mean, it's bone stock, but the valves are open. I'm assuming the previous guy cut the wires for that. Senpai's vet. And that cleared it. All right. Time for the proper walk around. So front end is a little worse than I thought. I got this headlight wedged out. You guys kind of saw that earlier. So the Grand Sports, the Z06, and the ZR1s all have these wider front tubs. And the fender liner itself up here in this tub area itself is part of that. And this entire assembly, including where the headlight mounts to, is all one piece. And these are glued into the fiberglass of the car. It's pretty beat up here. I'm honestly tempted to try and 3D print parts to try and replace it and get it good because it's fiberglass. I mean, 3D printed plastic it's basically the same. It's fine. If I can't do that, I'm probably going to have to try and replace this whole tub, which is a pain and it's relatively expensive. The bumper might be salvageable. I'm going to try and keep it and save it just because they're not too cheap. Only area where I'm questioning if it's savable is right here, depending on if this is all the way through or if this is just like the paint and a layer of whatever's under it. Maybe, I don't want it to be Bondo. Car's 30K miles, but this will be the determiner on if we need a new bumper or not.
Fender needs replaced, which not a big deal. I want to put ZR1 look-alike fenders on it anyways because it just looks better than the Grand Sport ones in my opinion. That's just personal preference. Front wheel is fine, untouched. Suspension untouched. Crash bar untouched. It's all good up here. The engine is healthy, as you guys could hear. At least to my knowledge, it's healthy. I still have to drain other fluids and stuff, but the engine oil is good now. I'll probably do the coolant next and then the brake fluid, and we should be good. This side of the car, good up until after the door. So this rear quarter is absolutely thrashed. Bumper is also cooked, but wrapped up in that, on that pallet is a new bumper, and it is already painted in supersonic blue. So that's taken care of. I just need to take this little spoiler off of here so I can reuse that because that one doesn't have one. But yeah, rear end is where the real damage is. So wheels kicked up. I believe it's just the upper control arm on it. But you can see the tub in here. It did get damaged into the tub. So yeah, this is gonna need some work to get all this pulled out. It should be fixable, but yeah, it's into the tub pretty bad, which is really, really unfortunate. But I'm gonna use this car as a drift car and a comp drift car in the future, so honestly, it doesn't matter that much. I just probably gonna end up slapping a crap load of glue and rivets in here, just like someone else did on the internet not too long ago, and it seemed to work out great for them. So that's probably gonna be my plan of attack, as well as some fiberglass work to just patch it up because it's all hidden underneath there. As long as the mounting points are where I need them to be, it should be fine. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, fenders, I just need a fender for the back now, and then I gotta order the upper control arm. Once I get it in the air, I'll be able to assess it better and see if it's just the upper control arm or if I need other suspension components. But fingers crossed, it's just that. Only 2 taillights are coming on. I really hope that other bumper has wiring because I have a feeling the wiring on this one's pretty messed up. You can see these cars are already pretty flappy as is, but this one's extra flappy. This side, absolutely golden, no damage on it until we get up to the front, and then that's that. Interior is freaking amazing in this car. It has the leather stitched seats with some stitched trim on the in center console and such. Not an LT3, so it doesn't have the leather dash. It is just an LT2 package, but it does, thankfully, you can kind of see it there. It has the heads-up display on it. Super stoked for that. Also, 6-speed manual, of course. It's got an upgraded head unit, which we might have talked about earlier. Previous owner had an auto blip in it. But yeah, heads-up is super, super nice. It's got Apple CarPlay, I believe, if I get an antenna in it. Steering wheel, it is the Target Top cars, which is also another reason I wanted a Grand Sport over a Z06. Main reason I wasn't going for a Z06 is the LS7. I did not want to deal with the head issues on those cars. LS3, they're pretty freaking bulletproof, and you don't have to do much to them to make plenty of power for what I'm going to use this car for. But yeah, Target Top and LS3. That's why I like the Grand Sport. And you get the cool wide body. Into the back, got a new battery in there, Optima yellow top. This has, I'm not sure if this is bolt-in yet or weld-in. That's going to be something I'll find out a little bit later on down the road, but it is cut through the carpet and goes, hopefully, to the frame rails. If that is welded in, that would be pretty nice, even though I will eventually have to get a full cage in this car with door bars for when I do comp drifting. That's a lot further on down the road. But yeah, this was a big driver on me for getting this car because I saw that and I was like, that's freaking sick. That means I can put off getting a cage for a while. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I believe that wraps up everything for the car. So super stoked for this next chapter of my life with you guys. And next video will be us working on it, and I look forward to it. Catch y'all on the next one. My shop is not for the weak. There's a Scorpion right there, and that's the biggest Black Widow I've ever seen. Scorpion, gigantic Black Widow. Holy crap, dude.